whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. He's right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it?
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets.
Yep.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. First carry now for Tony Pollard. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Pollard. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Paid for this.
No way, you're kidding me.
Come on, guys, what's going on?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Down Jacksonville.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On the run is a run. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield to make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet.
He's got Herndon, his tight end. Not much there, only a yard.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And that that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll bring up a second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Dancing to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Jets pressure too much, and down he goes. T.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. coming up now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the...
He's got daylight. The 40. The 30. 10. That all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Kalen Ballage, 85 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
26-yard line.
Take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And it'll bring up third down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at the 15. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Man, they ain't got a chance, cuz. They ain't got a chance.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. Now run out on this first half of action. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Yeah, we dominate today. Get me. Let's go. Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now. Their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And some space here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. And Coleman, 69 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category, and that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And this is a play defensively where you're just looking around and saying, what was that? What just happened? You're looking at your teammates, they're looking at you, and let's face it, your defensive coordinator, he's not going to tip his cap to him. That's not how football works, but he probably should have after that run. That was absolutely sensational.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give them 32 on the play.
32. First down, Jaguars.
Now back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Let's go, come on!
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. T.J. Watt able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket, when to get rid of the football, not take the sack, when to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Jacksonville.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple. Run for Pollard. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And Lambo will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Wow, it's crazy.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. On play action, it's Kaepernick rolling to his right.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Past midfield. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Good yardage after the catch.
This is funny.
Good for 30 and a first.
Can you get him the episodes, please? Stop arguing with the 3-year-old. Like, seriously?
They just saw receivers
Oh,
find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage there. And then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A loss of a full 3
Yo,
yards.
he just asked for applesauce. What did you not, like,
And intriguing decision there defensively because they kept
that's
extra
why I can't
DBs
even
on
play
the
the
field,
game. Like, what
despite
the
seeing the
heck?
multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp.
Chase, stop yelling, man.
Extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Hey, Chase, you better shut up with all that screaming. Oh, boy. Come on, dude.
They run again with Hunt. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out.
Yo, why you not going to get the applesauce? Where's that? Will you get him a spoon? Did you open it for him? Oh my God, this nigga gonna sit on this clock. Oh boy, that's my fault. I play like trash.
And this one is right down Broadway.
Play like trash.
Extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
It's a gain of 48 yards.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he's got his tight end, Oliver. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Flushed out, nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. Second and long. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, man, you gotta be kidding me. Yo, can y'all be quiet, Chad? Go in your room, man, with that. Go, whatever room he in, go in the opposite room. Dang. He just arguing with a 3-year-old. Like, that is annoying.
Pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, my
They're
God.
indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. On play action, they'll throw. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And no alley to be
Fumble
found.
would have been
Coverage
nice.
is solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly
Hey,
right.
Adam, give me a hit,
First down
dog.
and make them use up all their timeouts.
Give me a hit.
I feel like they have this one in hand.
A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell them to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
They will run again with Coleman.
Yeah.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On third down, here's Coleman.
Get the heck out of here, yo.
He's gonna go.
Come on, man. The game is crazy. This game is crazy. Oh, my God, man. I tell you, boy.
Coleman, 78 yards.
This game,
The Jets
man.
will extend their lead.
Boy, oh,
Pretty
boy.
quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly
Oh,
right.
boy.
Momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the outside.
What you need?
Extra point up and good by Bullock, and the lead now up to 14.
Huh? You gotta go to the bathroom? You what? You what? Your hands dirty? You're dirty? How are you dirty?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Yeah. What are you saying?
He'll drop to throw. And almost picked off.
You're dirty? You want to get washed up? Huh? Okay, just wait. I got you. Give me 1 minute. I got you.
They're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw again. He'll be taken down. The Jets get him there for the save. Quentin Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And that will write a finish to this ballgame. And losing in this wild card round, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not at the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, they'll start to talk about that. And I like how you framed it, building blocks, you know, building this program up. And one of my favorite coaches always talks about brick by brick, you build a program. And this is one of those bricks to build them towards the next season where they think they have a chance to advance farther in the playoffs.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.
Hungry. Get something to eat. Oh, shoot. You okay? Oh, I'm not even plugged in. No wonder.